Denzel Washington recently took time out from starring in movies to produce a few, based on a series of plays. His latest offering, the story of an early giant of the blues. He's in conversation this morning with Tracy Smith.
My bell rang this morning, didn't know which way to go.
Before Billy, before Ella, there was Ma.
My bell rang this morning.
This is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, a new Netflix film inspired by the true life story of the blues legend.
I'm on my way.
And, like Ma herself, the movie is big, bawdy, and, spoiler alert, the music alone is worth the price of admission.
Hey, Daddy!
The story is one of talent, marred by tragedy. But it's also one of those rare times when the story behind the scenes is just as compelling and every bit as tragic.
So, you're always messing with somebody. You stay out of my way about what I do and say. I'm my own person. Just let me alone.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is the film adaptation of an August Wilson play, one of 10 plays in his American Century cycle. Wilson wrote a play for each decade of the 20th century, each one a mirror of the Black experience at the time, like Ma Rainey, set in the 20s, The Piano Lesson in the 30s, and his Pulitzer Prize-winning Fences in the 1950s.
You ain't been around here all day on a Saturday, ain't none of your chores done. Now you come telling me you done quit your job?
Now, Oscar winner Denzel Washington, who directed and starred in the movie version of Fences, is bringing all 10 of Wilson's Century Cycle plays to the big screen as a producer.
Was there something in you that said people need to see this? This shouldn't just be for people who can pay to go see it on Broadway.
I'd like to say that. Can I steal
Yeah,
that?
sure.
It's not just for people. I was saying to myself, just the other day, it's funny you say that. I was sitting there with my wife and this is not just for... No, I'm glad to be able to do that.
I would think that this might seem a little overwhelming. I mean, this could take your entire life to do this.
No, what's left for me to do professionally? This is perfect. It's not hard. It's a joy. It's an opportunity. It's a privilege to shepherd this material. Pressure's not on me. Pressure's on the filmmakers.
Makes
I can
sense.
blame them. I know, you're right. I knew it.
When I got there, they began.
At first, Viola Davis, who won a Tony and an Oscar for her work in Fences, didn't think she could sing well enough to play Ma Rainey. But as with any August Wilson play,
They don't care nothing about me.
the true power is in the spoken word.
All they want is my voice.
I think that he captures our humor as Black people. He captures our humor, our vulnerability, our tragedies, our trauma, and he humanizes us, and he allows us to talk.
White folk don't understand about the blues. They hear it come out, but they don't know how it got there. They don't understand that that's life's way of talking.
August Wilson, who died of cancer 15 years ago at age 60, was a master of language who could capture the soul of human emotion in just a sentence or two.
I'll tell you something, Irvin, and you can go up there, you can tell Sturdivant too. What you all say don't count with me, you understand? Ma listened to her heart. Ma listened to the voice inside her. That's what count with Ma.
How would you describe August Wilson?
Oh my gosh. Power, courage, magnificence.
Wilson's widow, Constanza Romero, remembers him as a genius who could, at times, be a handful to live with.
What was it like being married to essentially a Shakespeare?
Well, it wasn't always easy. I think that Mrs. Shakespeare didn't have the best time. It's living with somebody who is always working, always had ideas. He always wanted to talk about them. He would drink tons of coffee and his brain was just, ticking and going at 100 miles an hour.
Everything about you has blessed this experience. So thank you so much.
Tony-winning director George C. Wolfe says interpreting Wilson's work for the screen was a bit intimidating.
Just this one song. What say, boys?
Damn what the band say. You're supposed to have my Coca-Cola. You knew that.
What was the biggest risk taking this on for you?
It's a brilliant piece and a celebrated work. If I did it badly or we did it badly, everybody would go, you did it badly. So that was...
He also says one of the high points was working with Chadwick Boseman, who came to fame in the title role of 2018's Marvel Comics blockbuster, Black Panther.
You helped pay for his schooling, part of it, and he said that there wouldn't have been a Black Panther if it wasn't for Denzel Washington.
There are always those that came before. There wouldn't be a Denzel without a Sidney, or Sidney without a James Edwards, or James Edwards without a whoever the guy was back then. It's our job to pass the baton and share what we know, and it's my job. That's the way I look at it. Can't take it with you, so all you can do is leave it here.
If my daddy had known I was gonna turn out like this, he would have named me Gabriel.
In Ma Rainey, Boseman plays a very different role, as a talented and tormented musician. But on this set, he was kind of a superhero too. At the same time he was shooting the movie, he was also battling colon cancer.
I feel deeply, deeply blessed that I was a part of his journey in working on this film. I truly feel that way.
And it sounds, just from the way you talk about it, like he really gave until he could not give anymore.
And then he gave some more. And then he gave some more.
Y'all back up and leave Levy alone.
Oh, come on, Levy.
It's fascinating that nobody knew that he
Well, credit to him. You know, he kept it to himself. It was nobody's business. He was there to deliver, and he delivered.
You don't need nobody messing with him about the white.
Certain members of his team knew. His wife was there, or they weren't even married yet. I used to watch how she took care of him. And I actually said to him, I said, man, you need to put a ring on that finger, because she kept her eye on him and she watched him. And I'm like, man, she loves that guy. You know, but I didn't know what we know now.
We now know it would be his final film. Chadwick Boseman passed away August 28th at the age of 43.
I mean, he's so young, so talented. How do you wrap your mind around that?
He did all he could do with what he was given. And he left it here for us to enjoy. Chad will live forever, period.
This would be an empty world without the blues.
It seems like August Wilson will live forever too, with Denzel Washington's help. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is on just about every Oscar predictions list, and there are 8 other films yet to come.
I ain't doing no moonshine, nothing. I'm doing Black Bottom first.
Is preserving August Wilson's legacy now part of your legacy?
Well, I don't know about all that. I'm just here to take care of this man's work, put the best actors and directors around it, and make the movies. By the time you have a legacy, you're usually not here anymore, right? So I don't know. I don't even think of it that way. I'm busy. I'm not sitting around looking at what I'm doing. I'm doing it.